Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning to your boy, P Funk. Take it right. I'm a YouTube classroom where I do what I do for you. Today, writers and 25 rules to live by, storyteller, story with a message, always a message in my story for life. Today, I want to break something down for you. I titled it, I Mastered Myself, but I'm Still a Student in the Game of Life. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I'm big on learning the things in life that will help me become a better me. So I study, I put my time in, I learn the things I need to learn, but more importantly, I implement the things that I learn. You can read till you get blue in the face. You can know and think until you just blow your own mind. But unless you put it to use, it's all a waste of your time. That's why I implement and I use what I know and I teach what I know. All right? I wanted one thing in life, and that was to be knowledgeable, to be smart, to be a wise man. Okay, I wanted to be a wise man, a guy, not a wise man. Well, when I was coming up, wise on the street, meaning I knew all the street lingo, I knew everybody what they did, how they did it. So I thought that was cool. But now I know that having information, having knowledge, and giving good advice is a lot better. So I aspire to do that now. Okay, I found out that the knowledge of self can change you as a person. That's how you change. I found out the old fashioned way. I did it. Unless your heart changes, don't make a difference what else you do. Okay? The heart runs the show. Trust me on that one. If you think all this love and everybody, just the Valentine's Day coming up, love, love, love. Yeah, we done ran love into the ground. Love used to be a real significant thing. Now, nah. I take respect over love. That's another lesson. But we really take this love thing and blew it out of proportion, took away all the value. The thing now is, I know that self knowledge, which is life experiences, will show you who you really are. Oh, yeah, life situation, you find out who you are. You don't judge a man when he's standing, what he's doing, when he's comfortable. You judge a man when he's not in his comfort zone. Okay, when he's not in where he's, comfortable. See a man out of his zone. See what kind of man you got. Trust me. I want to teach anyone who wants to know the truth about life. Like you tell you, my life lessons. These are I'm just giving it to you. Why? You can maybe somebody can get something from it. That's what teaching is all about. I'm trying to give you information to make you think a little bit. Okay, that's all. Next one is gaining knowledge of things is power. I tell my pastor, I know a lot about a lot of other things. I don't know nothing about the Bible. Well, I didn't study it. So what can I know about it other than what I heard? I didn't got time to say, well, I heard that, I heard that. And what I'm learning right now, don't make a difference what story it is. Don't make a difference what I heard about it, what I thought about it, what I even think about it. I'm learning it, and then I can make a better assessment of it when I learn it. Not from hearsay, but from actual lessons. So that's why I go to church every week. That's why I learn my lessons every week. I've been told you sound like a Christian. I'm learning some Christian things. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. But the bottom line is gaining knowledge of things is power. I know about Hindus. I know about the Thai. I know about Chinese. All other religions from other ethnic groups. I learn about them. I'm coming back now to learn about my own. That's all. So, long story short, that's what knowledge is: getting information about other things to learn, so you can have a better perspective. I want to know all I can about other concepts that then I can compare what I know compared to what they say, and I found out doing that we all have one common thread. So I don't have a problem with none of them. That's another lesson. All right, I'm a good student. Okay, in life. I take my lessons, I learn, I take my lumps, I learn as I go. Because I want to learn all I can for myself. If I'm giving advice, I'm only going to give you advice that I know. I'm not going to tell you something that somebody told me, no, it don't work that way with me. I'm only going to tell you what I know. If I don't know, I'm going to tell you, hey, my man, I can't help you. I don't know. That's my area of expertise. So I have no say so in the matter. But mainly, As a parent, you should be versed in a lot of things. Why? Because you need to wear a lot of hats when you're raising your children. That's all. So I learned to be a good teacher to my kids after being a good student for myself. That's the problem. That's the deal. I have self mastery of right thinking philosophy. Yeah, that's mine. I mastered that. That's in my pocket. I ain't got to study that. I know that. I teach that. I live that. But in order to gain knowledge of other things, I have to study other situations. I'm learning Christianity the same way. Ain't no difference. Okay. Next one is learning is a desire that you can satisfy. I keep telling you, sexual desires, perverted desires, but desires that's going to enhance you, desires that's going to better you, that's going to improve you, that's fine. And desire to be knowledgeable, that's a good thing. That's why. I desire for knowledge, and that's what drives me to get all the knowledge I can. Why? To know all I can about everything that I want to know about. I have no problem doing that. That's what called doing the due diligence. I don't want somebody to tell me. No, I want to find out for myself. So I put my work in. I get up and do the work. All right. If I'm interested in something, I'm going to learn all I can about it. As a student, when I'm learning, if it's of my interest, I'm going to pass this course with flying colors. Why? I'm going to give my best effort to learn what it is you're teaching me. And I'm going to let you know I learned it by giving it back to you the way you gave it to me, to show you I got the message. That's all. You got to be a good student to be a good teacher. I know that. There you go. In high school, I had history, black history. I had advanced math. I had advanced English lessons. In all those classes, I got A's and B's. And why? Because it was of interest to me. I was interested in what I was doing. I don't fail classes. First of all, my household, C's and D's was frowned upon. We ain't talking about failing. Failing ain't an option. In my house, no, I did not raise none of my kids to fail, and wasn't going to accept that. So yeah, I get adamant about education. Yeah, I learned to be focused at an early age. I had to. A lot of stuff was going on around me where I grew up at. So if you wasn't focused, you're gonna get lost in the sauce. You're really gonna get caught in the war, so to speak. Okay. At an early age, I would always study and keep to myself and get what I needed done for myself. My parents didn't have to help me with my homework. I took it upon myself to get the information I needed and go who I knew had the information and got it from them and used it to what I had to do. They didn't even sign none of my college papers. They had nothing to do with me going to college at all. See, I took responsibility there for myself. That's what I'm saying. I like learning what I'm doing, so I learn what I have to do, whatever it is I'm learning about. I want to get good at it. Why? Why not? If you're going to learn it, learn it. So I don't give you half, I don't give you a little bit. I'm going to give you what I got. That's what I'm saying. Classic. This is my favorite. Think. 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 It ain't illegal yet. 40 years ago, going on 50 years now, that phrase I got acquainted with, and I still look at it because remember, right thinking, I'm a thinker. If you're not thinking, you're not going to survive. That's one. So thinking is a must. I did let's know on that one too. All right, let's go. Thinking is my personal pet peeve. That's my thing. And I got that from the Greeks. That thinking thing came because when I learned the Greek mythology, everything was based on thought. Everything was based on concepts and views and ideas and storytelling and getting the message. And I was comprehending what was being presented to me at a good level, so I was fine with thinking. That's my thing. Okay? What you can control is the one thing you can control is this. Your mind. Think. The mind is only half of your spirit. Need a mind to work with. The heart and mind need to go together. The spirit is the gimme from God. The mind is what you got to bring to the table. You feel me on this one? If you don't bring nothing to God, you won't get nothing from God. He helped those to do what? Help themselves. Don't get caught up in believing, God, no, it don't work that way. I can tell you that. It don't work that way. The phrase, your heart and mind, is what makes you who you are. That's why. Because if you're not conscious of the power that dwells in you, you're ignorant. You're weak. Your mind is your weapon. Ain't nothing formed against your mind can prosper. Watch this. That is an unbeatable combination when you are thinking and you are spiritually in tune. You're God. You're unbeatable. Okay? Now, last one is you have to think to become spiritually enlightened. That's why thinking is a must. We head into the technological age. They don't want you to think. Why? Trust me. It's legal right now. In a little while, they tell you don't think. Last one. Do you really know yourself? Every human being had to answer that question for themselves. Your life goal is to know who you are, not to become rich and famous, a football player or singer, or that nonsense. A good person. My elders just want to be good people. I'm following their footsteps. I ain't got a problem being a good person, treating people right, doing right, and living right. That's rewarding enough for me. Okay. I always wanted to know who I was. That's why I got knowledge of self. That's why I was in search of finding out the truth about having knowledge, obtaining knowledge. What is true knowledge? Knowing who you are. True knowledge. I spent a lot of time learning who I was, and eventually I found me. Now all I want to do is help others. If you're not living right, you will never find yourself. Yourself isn't truth. Hello. The last one, right thinking's philosophy is to help you to know yourself through right living and right thinking. Hello. Got it done. Become a master of yourself. Become a right thinker. I am.